Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watcher of Realms video. In today's video, I'm going to show you a really fun team that I used to beat Gear Rate 3 Stage 19 for somebody for a takeover, right? So I'm on Gear Rate 3, Stage 19, took the Power of Dominance out, but what I'm going to show is the pre-recording, because you know how it is. The first time you beat it, it's a little bit tricky, it's a little bit RNG, you know, you gotta get those right timings and whatnot. The fun thing is that this account is on day 16, right? It's not a free-to-play account. So first of all, shout out to the Dark X. He wrote to me, he said, you know what, I want to play the game, I want to push to get to Gear Rate 119, because it starts giving you one of the best gear sets in the game, right? The Soulbound Arcana and Inferno Roar. So he, you know, asked for a takeover, and I managed to do it, and I managed to beat it, which is a pretty fun thing for me to do. And after I did it, actually, my wife Susie plays, which you should be knowing if you're playing Watcher of Realms. She said, why don't you make a video on it? And I said, you know what, that's perfect timing. I'm recording the video day before, but when this Forgotten Palace starts, which guess what, Gear Rate 3, when that one goes live, this video should also be live as well. So it's gonna be a perfect time for it. So the cool thing about this team, just to show you at the beginning, right, that I start with this, with the no Power of Dominance. It's obviously some fails that happen in there, but the cool thing about this team is the fact that I'm actually using some non-conventional heroes, right? So first of all, Elder is in there just as a Lord, right? Just for the Lord bonus. Obviously, you don't necessarily, I don't think you necessarily need Elder. It can be any other, like, you know, if you have any other Northerner over here, it just helps to bring those little bit of shields, right? So I just used him because he was on the account, but why not, right? He's just in there for the Lord skill. Now, as the DPS, I'm using Lynx because, well, there's no Silas, right? So because there was no Silas, I said, let me use Lynx because she's a new one. Let me test her out. So there might be people that kind of like this account, they do not have a Silas, but they have a Lynx, they might want to use her. Then Vortex as a healer, Maul obviously to deal with the right side in a quirky one. Dalen was in the team, but I never ended up using her. You see that there's even an Elwyn on the account, but I chose to go with Hollow because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use Elwyn as much. Plus at the same time, you know what? It's an epic. Hollow's an epic, so it's more relatable to use Hollow than Laurel for the strategy of boosting the, what's it called, the Rage. Obviously, this one would work even better if you had the Volca in the team because and had the Volca A1 because that would reduce the cost of the replacement, which means you could play Laurel more often. Next to deal with the left side, which next can be Brienne or any other AoE, Razak, right? Anybody else. Dolores for the boosting, and then Idril. Now let's run the team. Let me see which is the one that this one over here. I think this is the right one. Did we start over? Let me see. What is it? Because like, yeah, like I said, I had to try it a few times because it kept failing, kept going again. So okay, I have a feeling this is where we start. Yep, there we go. So the way that I place them is I start with Lynx first, right? She's kind of like one of the main damage dealers that goes in front, that starts attacking the minions and the boss. And then I'm gonna place Idril behind Dolores. The reason why I do this position specifically is so that Dolores can cover Lynx and obviously Idril on the bottom side, right? Because if I place her over there and I place, you know, if I place both attackers in front and I place Dolores over here, she's not going to cover both. It's not going to work properly. Now you see that as soon as they start advancing, I pop my ultimates specifically for Dolores. Now one key thing that's really important, in order for this team to work exactly as I'm showing you, you need to have your Idril be at least A3 if not A5 and pretty well built, because she's the one that's going to go pew pew all over the map, right? So she's the one that pops her ultimate and deals with this ad that comes over here as the single one, right? Otherwise, if you don't have an Alaura or a Hatset or maybe a Setram that has massive range, it's kind of hard to deal with it, right? So the way that you would normally deal with this one is just have Idril see, Idril just goes pew pew. You saw that the way that I placed them, do keep in mind the boss usually attacks the one that you place last. So you see that I placed next on the left side a little bit, and then as soon as I killed the one on the right or was close to killing it, I placed Maul. Reason why is because obviously if you place Maul too early, that one attacks him and kills him. There's no way I can heal him, right? If I had maybe if I brought in the team Elwyn, that could work, but I don't think you can place the minion if there's not a spot. So the tricky thing with Maul is you want to place him just, you know, at the right time so that he has enough rage. You're gonna see over here he has a 98%, but you want to have just about enough rage so that he pops his ultimate, right? As soon as possible. See, I procced him and then I tried to despawn him and then I despawn him. Actually, I managed to do it this time so that I can save on the cost. The reason why you despawn Maul on this side is because the single target one comes again, the single one comes over here and he's just gonna kill him. Now after that one's passed, you saw Nyx just pretty much kill stuff on that side. You didn't worry about it. You start focusing back in the middle, and pretty much it's a this is a fight against the clock to kill the boss as soon as possible. So obviously the better build you have your people, the faster you're gonna be killing this boss, right? So this one I'm trying to kill it ASAP so that my Idril can focus this one on the side. The reason for that is, unfortunately, Idril keeps targeting those exploding ones, right? So because she does that, you say keep putting Laurel whenever she's ready and despawning her, but if you have the boss still up and keep spawning those exploding minions, Idril is gonna focus the exploding ones and he's just gonna start strolling tra-la-la-la-la over here, and then it's gonna be, you know, pretty much GG. But you see, this one's game over. I don't think even Maul gets the chance to do another ultimate, but I will have enough rage generated where Idril gets her ultimate back, and it's pretty much game over. Now, what I'm gonna do, just so you know, maybe you want to see it a little bit different, because maybe my explanations, you know, kind of like got stuff not to be, you know, took your attention where you could not see exactly what's happening. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly play the run as well, just on its own, right, on 3x speed, so you can see the run without me talking about it, and then we're gonna jump and look at the build. So see you in a bit.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just level up. Don't be scared. Crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just level up. Don't be scared.
Okay, so I guess let's look at the build. Let me just turn on Power of Dominance for him to make it a little bit easier. So if you look at, like I said, Eldar, I'm not even using him. He's just in there for the Lord skill. He has no gear, nothing. He's obviously going to be fun to play with. When we're talking about lengths, she's running a Fracture plus a Calamity. Her total stats are going to be, again, nothing too insane because the account doesn't have a lot of gear. 12k, almost 13k attack, 93% crit rate, almost 260 crit damage. And then Artifact, Shadow Gaze because this is one of the ones that I had several copies of, so that's what I used. Pretty much put that leveled up, and that's how it is. She's not fully skilled up. You're gonna see the legendary not fully skilled up. Then if you look at Nyx, again, not skilled up, just a few skill ups on Nyx. She's running a Curse plus Calamity again. She's obviously really good at doing AoE damage. 16k attack, 100% crit rate, 226 crit damage. Not the highest, and the attack speed is pretty low, but it worked. Artifact, obviously the sharpshooter is the, one of the best ones for her, if not actually the best, because it increases her AoE damage that she does, and she's all about that AoE damage, right? So it just makes her perfect for that side, but again, it can work with Brienne on that side. Then the next one that we used on the team, I guess, let me back out, is Vortex, just pretty standard, you know, whatever actual gear that we had, some HP percent. I didn't even rebuild Vortex, I used him as is. He's just there as a side healer and to take the hits from the boss, and it works just fine. Then the next one, Maul. Maul is going to be again in a curse set because we managed to get that plus a Calamity. His attack is going to be a bit lower, but he does just fine. 10k attack almost, then almost not even 100% crit rate and almost 250 crit damage. And then with Artifact, same thing, Sharpshooter's Crest, so he does more damage because he does AoE damage, right? So he's definitely one of the best ones. Then if you look at Idril, kind of like the MVP of this fight, she's running Doom set plus Annihilating Might. You're going to see that this one's actually the set that the game gives us, right? So nothing too special over here. Her total stats, you're going to see 11.5k attack, 100% crit rates, pretty decent attack speed, and really low crit damage, 210. I'd prefer this to be 250 or higher, but that's what we could get. She is fully skilled up, same thing for Maul. And then she's running Spirit Siphon, right? This is one of the best artifacts that you can get on her because she does single target damage. But if not, you can use the other one. I don't remember the name. I think it's called the Blight Colors. You know what? The other one that's good for single target damage. I think, does it show it over here in the Forge? Let's see. Let's go to the Mythic ones. Yep, I think it does. Where is it? What is it? Come on. There we go. This one. No, wait, not Cadaver Dagger. What am I looking at? So, where's the one that I'm missing? Why am I not seeing it? Why am I not... Oh, yeah, there we go. So, Blight Color's Claw. This is better on her because it straight up increases her single target damage, which she does. And then it also gives a chance to do some extra damage with, you know, this chance to proc that physical damage. So, that would be ideal for her, but obviously, Spirit Siphon works just fine, right? It worked just fine for us. Then Dolores, obviously, to boost our attack, she has just full-on attack percent over here. You're gonna see she's all about that attack, 10k attack. Then, you know, little bit of rage regen, not too much. You don't care about attack speed. That's all you care about her. And then Artifact, she's running Golden Scarab. You don't really need Golden Scarab. You can go with the, what's it called? Keen Wisdom, right? A max Keen Wisdom would also work. If you have Golden Scarab, go with this one. If not, Keen Wisdom will work just fine. Then next I already showed you, and I guess the last one's gonna be Hollow. So when we're talking about Hollow, she's gonna be pretty similar. She's one of the best builds for Laurel is to for Hollow is Rage Regen on the ring, attack speed on the necklace, on the amulet, and then on the bangle attack bonus, and then with as much attack speed as possible. The reason for that is she's all about this passive, which she doesn't even have maxed out, but when Light of Bliss is activated, she applies Rage Regen to all allies in range for 1 second, but also when she's awakened 1, each healing restores 1% rage. So obviously you want her to come to her ultimate as often as possible and heal as often as possible so she can keep boosting that rage. And that's pretty much what she did in this team, right? Hollow came in this team just to blast things, blast the healing to our team. But yeah, that pretty much covers it, right? That pretty much covers Gear Raid 3, Stage 19, using a little bit of a different team, a little bit of a different tactic, right? No stylus. We do have lengths. We do have some fun combinations. And again, it's a 16-day old account. Not the best gear, obviously. It's not free to play because it does have some decent heroes. But you know what? We had an Elowen and didn't even use her. So I hope this gives you guys some ideas, right? I hope this helps you see that, you know what? Lengths is actually pretty decent for this fight. And I guess, you know, one thing I didn't do, and the reason why I'm running this fight again is I didn't show you the overall damage just so you see how much damage was dealt, you know, between Idril and Lynx. Honestly, I'm expecting Idril to be at the top though, right? Because Idril just pews all over the map, and also then maybe the second best one When it comes to damage, I'm expecting to be next because she's the one that kills a lot of stuff on this left side. However, I want to see how much Lynx did, right? She's a new hero. Keep in mind, again, she's not fully skilled up, but she works just fine, right? You need a decent damage dealer. If you have her, you're debating about building her, I would say go ahead because she has some quirky stuff with her kit anyway, with freeze and doing more damage against frozen targets. So definitely worth using her. But let's see the damage, right? Let's see who did more damage. I just realized that I have like a green shirt behind that's been sticking all the video. It's fine. I'm not a professional, streamer or anything. But yeah, we can see, like I mentioned, Idril, the first one, which obviously had the best gear, and she went pew-pew all over the map. But even Lynx, right? Lynx is pretty okay considering she didn't hit all the map. She didn't do as much, she didn't have as much AoE killing to do like Nyx. She did some respectable damage. I think Lynx is a pretty good, pretty solid candidate to be used on this side, right? In the middle against the gear raid 3 on stage 19, maybe even higher, right? If you don't have the Silas or any of the better ones. But yeah, guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next, because I'm back to Watcher. I'm, pretty much uploading every single day from now on. So if you ever look for a takeover for anything in the game, I'm quite confident I can do most of the stuff in the game, right? There's a few things I still need to get myself up to date with, but if you ever need a takeover, hit me up on Discord and I'll sort you out. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother